It's been a week. Week and a half. I don't know. Sorry I haven't posted. What's at the forefront? I have a couple different things I want to make a video about or talk about, but I'm trying to think of what the most pressing one is. Topic that is. Yeah, it's no Starbucks, but my 7-Eleven has pumpkin cream cold brew, so you know. Basic white bitch had to get in on it. Just saying. Anyway. Try not to be basic and you end up being basic. I guess what I want to talk about right now is parents that are like overbearingly concerned with what their kids are doing or how their kids' health is and this, that, and the other, and like don't take care of themselves. And you know, all the live long day they say how concerned and worried and whatever that they are about their kids. But like when their kid tries to bring up like, hey, I want you to be healthy for me too, or you know, it's a selfish thing, honestly. Like, oh, you need to live out for me, or you need to be, we have Stockholm syndrome with life. No one asked to be here, and nobody's mad about it. I mean, some of us are mad about it, but like, think about it. Stockholm syndrome. Life. Existence. No one asked for this. I don't know, maybe you did. If we're reincarnated multiple times. Anyway, if you believe in that kind of stuff, which I do, but I digress on that issue. I just think it's completely unfair and unreasonable for a parent to say that they're so concerned with their child's health and well-being and this, that, and the other, and they don't take care of themselves. It's incredibly heartbreaking and difficult and just downright hypocritical, and it causes a lot of freaking problems in relationships as far as I've seen and experienced. Especially when you only have one parent, that's kind of a thing. Which I'm in that boat. I only have one parent. And this parent, when she was my age, actually, she had me and I was 2. And she got diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma. And stage 4 is terminal. And she told me the only thing she could think of is, you know, who's going to take care of Lo. And, you know, I was only 2, and that must have been really hard for her. But now I'm 27, and, you know, thinking about having a 2-year-old and getting diagnosed with stage 3 cancer is really, really stress-inducing. But, melanoma is one of those things that just comes back, and it runs in my family. And, I'm always stressing about getting tested for cancer, getting regular health screens, that sort of thing. And it comes from being in a medical background, but also it comes from being, you know, having to deal with chronic illness and you know, to the point of disability. I mean, I've been on this journey for five, almost 6 years now. And, although I haven't figured out a complete answer for everything, I have, you know, tried to take care of what I could for to the best of my ability. That being said, I don't know. If anyone's watching this and you're a parent and you have a child who, you know, you obsessively worry about, think about this. If you don't make yourself a priority, your kid isn't going to have you around when they really, really need you. Because I don't know about everybody else, but even though I'm 27, I still need my mom. And she's got this thing going on that she probably should get biopsied, and I'm just really worried and upset. Because it comes to the point where sometimes it's a toxic trait. Like, sometimes it's a thing where, and I'm not necessarily saying this applies to my specific situation, but I have seen this where, people have used health issues as like a manipulation tactic. All right. So say that, I don't know, say that your parent thinks you're ungrateful or something like that. Like, oh, well, I've always put you first and that's why my health is shit. That's not right. That's not right either. Just something to think about, something that's kind of traumatized me over the years. I've seen it, especially with single parents. Like, you can't put yourself on the back burner and then expect to take care of your kids. And then obsessively worry over your kids and expect them when they're adults not to get upset because you're not taking care of yourself. It's not fair, right? I'm really congested. Oh my goodness. Been pounding Sudafed. It's just that time of year, I guess. Seasons changing, what have you. And of course, Colorado weather and everything is just bizarre as hell. Anyway, is that? Oh, that's Jack's hand. I thought I had something on here. Got this. I really like this a lot. Anyway, I had to make this color. I didn't have a purple that matched this, so I had to make this color with pink and purple together. I think it turned out okay. Anyway, beside the point. Yeah, I know I'm rambling. It's just a really deep subject. Because my mom had cancer again when she was 29, right before she had my brother, Tommy, Birdie, little baby bird. Anyway, right before she had my brother, she was told that her cancer had come back and that they didn't recommend her to have any more kids. But, she powered through that shit. Needless to say, though, it does affect your health for the long term when you have cancer treatments and that sort of thing. It's just something that is going to stick with you, and if you don't continue to take care of yourself, it's going to go downhill again. And just food for thought. Worry about yourself. Make yourself a priority. And then you can better help the people you care about. Whether it's your child, your spouse, your animals, your, friends, parents. Doesn't matter. Siblings. You have to take care of yourself first. And I've had a lot of people in my life that tell me, things like, the whole, you gotta get a 9-to-5 job and this and that. And it's like, well, guess what? If I have an IBS flare-up or a migraine or, God forbid, my back goes out, my hip goes out, my sciatica just flares up to the point where I can barely freaking walk, or I walk like Master Yoda, and I can't show up, I don't think I'd keep that job, honestly. You can't predict the hours and the days and the weeks and the months that you're going to be, halfway decent. and promise your body to be in a location to perform a job, then, you know, you might last a couple weeks, but after that, I don't know. Again, chronic, not constant, fine. Yeah, that's that. You know, and that's another thing. Don't ever look at somebody and be like, oh, so and so has this condition that's the same as yours, and they do this, this, and this. Good for fucking them. Good for them. Good for them. You know, I've had to accept a lot lately that, you know, everyone's gone through some shit, and you can only do what you can do, what you have the ability to do. That doesn't mean somebody loves you any less if they say no, or if they don't do the same things that you do for them anymore. It's just sometimes people have health issues that they're not telling anyone about, or just really bad stress at their job, and maybe they're dealing with a mental illness, maybe they're dealing with a loss, grieving, breakup, just a lot of different things. There's a lot of different things that people can be dealing with that we have no idea about. And it's not always a big fuck you to us, you know what I mean? Because sometimes that's how I feel. I'm just like, well, that's great. I do this, this, and this, and this when I'm sick, and you don't do A, B, and C. Why is it that I'll do this when I feel this way, but you won't do the same when I do it for you? Blah, blah. And that's how I show I care. And again, love languages too. Not everybody receives and gives love the same way. And so if you're showing that you care about somebody in a way that they don't receive love, it's hard. Like, for example, I don't want to be seen as, you know, incapable or stupid or a burden or defective, you know? Those are a lot of things that I feel like when you're chronically ill or mentally ill, or, you know, even if you're working on it, a lot of the time I feel that way because I've been treated that way and I've been talked to that way, and I have a lot of self-loathing, self-talk. Like, my brain is not my friend. And, you know, I do try to the best of my ability to, get out there for the people I care about. I'm not always the best, or, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not always the best friend. I'm just not always as available as I could be. But I am also available when people aren't necessarily into that or looking for that. So it's just timing. Timing's off sometimes. And that's just what it is. Like, my two closest female friends are moms. I'm not. Well, I have a zoo. Not a literal zoo, but I have a lot of freaking animals. But that's a whole story. And I only asked for 2 rabbits and 1 cat. That's it. But here we are. I don't know. I'm not a mom. I don't have a kid. So those are struggles I don't understand. I try to I try to reassure myself and tell myself that, it's not that they don't care, it's just they're busy and this and that. But if someone's going to put in the effort, they're going to put in the effort, the best they can. So, you just have to accept what you can get sometimes. And then other times, if you're going to set a boundary, set a boundary. Like, for example, I can't handle this if you don't go get help or you don't face this issue, whether it's a health condition or a job somebody should quit because it's killing them, or even an addiction, just mental issue, whatever it is. If you have to set a boundary with that person and say, hey, listen, I can't tolerate when A, B, and C. So until 1, 2, and 3 happens, A, B, and C aren't allowed to happen anymore. You feel me? Like, it's just traumatic. It's unnecessary. And boundaries are healthy for relationships. And if those people don't understand, I guess they don't understand. You don't have to bend over backwards just because someone's family or just because someone has been in your life a long time. And you have to make yourself a priority. My dog is gorilla nesting. Bailey, you're going to ruin that bed. What happened to your blankies? Silly. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm kind of depressed. Halloween is more important to me than my birthday, than Christmas, than any other day really of the year. And here I am, no decorations out. I don't have any pumpkins. I don't have shite. And this I would wear any day of the year. So that's nothing. It's just a lot going on. So that's why I haven't posted for like a week and change. But yeah, still here, still kicking it. Processing a lot. Sorry for rambling again. But hey, if you stuck it through till the end, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Every single one of you. And you should appreciate yourself. And the people in your life that have stuck around. But yeah, bottom line is take care of your health. Not just pandemic bullshit, but like take care of your health. Make sure you don't have cancer. Make sure you don't have some crazy ass hormonal imbalance or vitamin deficiency. Like for real. That can be a thing. Like vitamin D, if you don't have enough vitamin D, you can be suicidally depressed. So, if that's an indication of how important friggin' vitamins can be, hello. Anyway, I wasn't even going to film tonight, but I figured since, I went through the trouble of doing my eyeshadow to match this wonderful new, this is technically a nightgown. And look. My socks. So, they actually are thigh-high socks. I just ended up folding them over to wear under my leggings. Ooh. Hey, but at least no one saw my panties because I'm not Eugenia Cooney. Haha. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. This was not a shoe haul. Anyway. If you know, you know. So, yeah. I'm really happy with this. But yeah, it's technically a nightshirt and socks, but threw on some leggings and my kicks and some necessities and made it work as an outfit. You can't even tell. It just looks like a those tunic shirts that used to be popular. Anyway, I digress. Walmart, by the way, Walmart. They have several different versions. Check it out. It's like $16. So, yeah, gotta love it. What a wonderful nightmare indeed. What a wonderful nightmare. Traumas. Teaches you a lot about yourself, but it's really freaking painful throughout the process. So, wonderful nightmare. Feel like it's fitting. All right, well, I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.